Thanks for holding this space. And yeah, definitely retweeted. I just did. So, John, I was reading a little bit about your work, and I guess it did definitely involve rendition as well. And you're probably familiar, very familiar with Alvin Krongard, who was the executive director of the CIA while you were there. And he's also a long time.
Sure.
Yeah, exactly. He was there for 30 plus years while he was at Alex Brown. So my question is this.
Right.
Between the CIA and Mossad, if you're able to answer this, who's really calling the shots? It's the CIA, is it Mossad? Because I feel the way Krongard operated, he was doing things more in favor of, well, another entity over, say, American interests. So are you able to comment between the two, who's really the shot caller, or do they just work together and actually, abide by or adhere to American interests for CIA and Israeli interests for Mossad? Thank you.
Well, thank you for that question. To tell you the truth, and please forgive my language in advance, I think that historically the CIA has been Mossad's bitch. That's really what it comes down to. Where over the course of my career, and certainly subsequently from what we've seen either leaked to the media or released to the media, uh, we get nothing out of that liaison relationship, and the Israelis get everything out of that liaison relationship. My own personal experience with the Israelis was very difficult. I've said on podcasts a number of times, the very first time I ever engaged with the Israeli government, I had been on the job for only about 8 weeks. And I was assigned to do a liaison briefing. This was a briefing of the Mossad and Shin Bet representatives here in Washington. Now, we never met with the Israelis inside CIA headquarters. They were not permitted to come into CIA headquarters. They used to be, but every time they would come, they would bring gifts with listening devices embedded inside. And finally, we're like, guys, what are you doing? We x-ray these things every time you bring something, and they always have listening devices embedded in them and batteries. So you're not allowed in the CIA headquarters anymore. So we had to rent a space outside, in Virginia, and that's where we would meet with these guys. So anyway, I'm on the job 8 weeks, and it's 8 or 10 of us analysts were giving this comprehensive briefing on Iraq. And so, because I was the junior most analyst, I went last. And all my colleagues went, before me. Finally, it comes my turn to give a briefing. And because I was an overt employee at the time, meaning I was not undercover, I used my real name, which was the way we did it. So I said,